Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas. It is the 13th of December. It is Tuesday. The plans for today have already changed. Yeah, so the plan for today was that I was going to go to the cinema. I was going to go to the cinema last week and it's not managing to get to it today again. So I'm trying to get to see Matilda the musical at the cinema. I'm a member of City Screen, which is the cinema in York City Centre. So I have free tickets to use, so it's a good excuse to go. But Mum's not feeling over clever, so she's going to have a day at home today, although she has sent in some extra Bengal content that I'll bob on the end again. I think she's starting to enjoy filming. Yeah, so no Matilda today, which is sad, but I'll get to see it, even if I'm fairly sure it's coming to Netflix on Christmas Day, so even if I don't get to see it at the cinema, I will get to see it. I went to see the Matilda musical when it was on stage in Stratford when it first opened. I'm a big Tim Minchin fan. So yeah, my partner went. So yeah, when my partner was alive, he took me and Mum down to Stratford to see it there. So it'll be really nice to go and see it at the cinema with Mum. But if we don't make it, we don't make it. These things happen. So yeah, so it is a day off work, but Mum's not coming through, so I haven't really decided 100% what I'm doing with the day. I think I'm going to try and do some of the jobs I didn't do yesterday. Yesterday, I'm sorry, it was a very boring day on the vlogs. I basically, after all the palaver with the car, and I hadn't eaten properly, I didn't have breakfast, and then I didn't manage to get my lunch till about 2:30, 3 o'clock. So I was just wiped. I did a bit of spinning, and then I basically just sat and knit on my Vintersol jumper for a little bit and had a very early night, and I am feeling tired today. It does, if I don't eat properly, then yeah, I'm a grumpy bear. So I am feeling a bit, I'm fine, but not firing on all cylinders today. So I think little jobs today is a good idea and a lot of relaxing. So what I'm currently doing is trying to figure out how I can get my Kindle into this. I don't know if you can see it. I have this holder which I specifically got for my Kindle, and then I've just realized that it doesn't actually fit in it this way. So I think I can get it to fit in this way, but it's going to require some maneuvering, because what I'd like to do is to sit in it. I am really into my book at the moment. I've been rereading the Robin Hobb books for most of the year, to try and get to sort of where I am now, which is reading the books in the collection that I haven't read. And I'm at the end of the last book of the Tawny Man series. So I'm on the Fool's. So the book I'm reading is called The Fool's Fate. I'm really struggling with words today. I'm sorry if there's loads of cuts in this. Hang on, I've got to go. Mum's ringing. Oh dear. Ooh. Anyone else feel like coming out of a book is like coming out of a dream? That you have to center yourself in the real world again? Oh, it's a good book.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah. The snowman's dusting off his hat, putting on the show for everybody, to give them a smile that lasts another year. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December ends, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Ooh, yeah. There's room at the table for big and for small. The fire is popping, the chestnuts are cracking, yeah. Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby. The snow is laying 2 feet deep. Now wish upon a falling star, so all your secret dreams can come true. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December ends, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Ooh, yeah. There's room at the table for big and for small. The fire is popping, the chestnuts are cracking, yeah. Merry Christmas, baby. There's something that happens when something that happens when December ends, when December ends, yeah. Oh.
Editing is done. It's uploading to YouTube. It's only a short one. I didn't do a lot yesterday. I've done a little bit of the spinning class. I did about half of the half of the video on short forward draw, which is my sort of go-to spinning method anyway. But it was really interesting. The cats were just getting a bit fussy, so I decided to have a little bit of a break from it. I'm very tempted to go back to reading my book and knitting away, because I did have a measure and I've only got 1 inch to do on the body, so I could read another chapter and get that done. So I am tempted to do that, but I might do no, I think I'll wait and do see what I mean. I think I'll do spinning a bit later on this afternoon. But first, I have a request for you knitters that are watching this, because I'm going to spin you around. You may have seen me wearing this sweater. It's not hand knit. It was bought from H&M. And I actually have 2 of them because I like them so much, but they're really old now. They're at least over 10 years old. But for the life of me, I cannot find this stitch pattern. Jax is being really fussy. I cannot find this stitch pattern anywhere, and if I could, I would like to replicate it somehow. So it looks like bobbles with yarn overs and garter in between. So if any of you knitters out there recognise this stitch pattern, I'll show you the back as well. It's really difficult to sort of get it to show quite clearly close up. I don't know if it will focus. Because, yeah, if I could find what this stitch pattern is, I could actually knit myself another version of this, because these are so old, they are getting a bit tatty now. But yeah, I'll show you the back, because that might help. Because the back... So there's like knit stitches on the back, but then whatever's going on with the bobbles and the yarn overs aren't interrupting these lines. So it's a really confusing one. I've looked in many stitch directory. I've looked at so many different patterns and I can't find this stitch pattern. I did find a pattern by Pickles, which is quite similar, but the bobbles are closer together. And this has always had this openness between the bobbles. It's not just that they've come apart over time. It's always been this open. So yeah, this is my request, my plea for help. Does anybody know what this stitch pattern is? And if there's a book with it in, or if there's a pattern with it in, I will happily buy those. I just really want this pattern because I really want to be able to knit another jumper like this. Today's Advent socks are last year's, I think it was last year's anyway, Advent yarn from Liz the Yarn Badger. So I went for pattern ones last year and I did the Traffic Island pattern, which is a free pattern on Ravelry. And yeah, I really like them. I didn't use the contrast mini that came with them. They always come with a contrast mini for heels, toes and cuffs, but I went for a navy. I just really liked it because it's more sort of muted colours, this one, and I thought it went really well. And I also knit them slightly longer than 24 stripes. So this was the end of this one was the end of the 24 stripes, but I wanted them slightly longer, so I carried on knitting past Christmas Eve to make longer socks, which is probably what I'm going to do this year as well. It's nice to use up a bit more, but yeah. So yeah, first Advent socks out of the box.
Where is the line between dreaming and feeling blue? It's 4 o'clock in the evening. I haven't left my room, but the truth is, if I'm honest, I feel stuck here in the middle. Am I